Right, okay, we're at Fish and Chips at Weston Grove in Chester, in Cheshire. And only around the corner, you've got Chester Zoo. Trying to find somewhere to park. We're in their car park. Well, not there specifically, it's like a row of shops. So we managed to find a little space at the end, and it's been a bit chaotic, but it seems to have quite quietened down a bit now. Had other businesses here, loading, unloading, that kind of thing. First impressions, it's a cracking. It's a big shop, seating area. I was a little bit disappointed that there was bits of food and crumbs on the floor all over underneath the tables and along the edge. A couple of wooden forks when it had only just opened. So I did actually say, you know, looks like you've had jokingly, looks like you've had a mob through here. He said, yeah, we didn't have much time. We were short-staffed last night, so we didn't get around to doing it or today. So what have we got here? We've got salt and pepper squid. So let me just see if I can get a bit of a look at that there. It's a little bit of a mishmash of stuff. That's cool. I'd like to have seen maybe a little bit of greenery in there, a little bit of onion or a little bit of salt and pepper stuff going on. Let's taste it. Well, it doesn't get any more tender than that. That's for sure. Though, I have to say, I'm not 100% on the breading. I'm going to have a go at their tartar sauce. And it's their homemade tartar sauce. Looks good. This is a large, by the way. Yeah, that's nice. I like to see capers, and sometimes people put gherkin in, chopped up fine, or pickled, well, larger pickled cucumber, if you like, and a few other bits and bobs, but it's creamy. It's not over, the mayonnaise isn't overwhelming. Yeah, I like that. I could probably go straight through that with a spoon. No problem. Well, before I go any further, this is their southern fried gravy. Now, I'm curious on this one. It's very spicy. And I don't mean hot like a curry. It's just got plenty of peppery stuff going on in there. I'm going to keep going for this a minute because it felt a bit harsh on the old back of the throat there. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is quite strong. I don't think children would like it, to be honest with you. Just have a go with that a minute, babe. I might be a bit too harsh on it.
Kids wouldn't like it.
Okay. It's very tasty. It's much like a peppercorn sauce, like a very strong peppercorn sauce. Bear in mind, I'm eating it by the spoonful. I bet it's nice to dip some chips in, which we'll have a go at in a minute. What else have we got? Okay, we've got their fish cake. You know what? I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put it on here. And there's a few crumbs in there. Put it over there for a minute. Have a little bit of a tidy up. And I'm going to cut this in half. So let's have a little look inside it. Very crispy batter. Break that little bit off that. Look at that. Well, I've only had that little bit. You can see the fish in it. Yeah, plenty of it. In fact, it's virtually all fish. Now, you normally get like a real potato mix of stuff, but no, it's not the case with this. Yeah, that's really nice. The batter really works well with it. Now, I didn't eat all that, by the way. My wife's got the other half. So what we've got here is we've got the halloumi. Now, you get two servings with this, and it looks really, really nice. There's a little pot of, I think it's a sweet chili sauce. So again, I'm going to use this mat, this tablecloth, and cut that in half. The batter's really nice. This looks really nice. Look at that. Yeah, fish and chips, and we've got some scratchings going on too. And I like these trays that actually separate things, especially if you're taking them any sort of distance, because the chips can destroy the fish. They can really make it soggy. And we've got loads of scratchings too, which is always a good thing. Feeling a messy mood. I might sprinkle a few scratchings on. Let's get a better look at this, because when they say signature, I'd like to think it's something special. Chips are nice. They've got the cooking vegetable oil. They've got a nice crunch to them. Yeah, they're nice chips then. I'm only cut it in half, so I'm just going to go a little bit further up here. It's quite thick all the way through. Have a look at this bottom bit. Look at that. Jeez. That's been under the ultraviolet light, that, hasn't it? Look at that, how white that is. That looks fabulous. But I like to go with a thick end. Look how thick that is. Wow. If I just pull that apart, that and the batter is lovely. Where's that tartar sauce? And a nice pork. Let's get in there. I'm just going to dip a few of these chips. Yeah, that's a lot better. I actually inquired about the pies and a few other things, but the pie that I had an interest in wasn't made here. So, I mean, I'm sure it was probably really nice, but while I'm picking a few different things, I'd rather have whatever they make in-house. You know how I go. Back to the computer. Beautiful day. I'll take my grandson and niece to a little petting zoo nearby in Ellesmere Port. And yeah, I'll look at some reviews and I'll write my own. So we'll see you there. Now, as you can see by that, everything was great pretty much. There was a few little spoilers. I was a bit concerned about the food still being bits of food, you know, bits of chips and only little bits of things, but there was quite a bit of it. And the salt, you could see it across the light from the window. A couple of wooden forks, only the little ones, but on the other side. And you know, it needed a good sweep and a good clean before it opened up for lunch, in my view. So let's have a look at some reviews. Now, as you know, I pick up a low one, somewhere in the middle, a high one, and then mine. It just gives a varied look at what people are thinking and saying. 1 star. It says 3rd place in the UK. I would say 0 place. I was going to order fish and chips, not gold. But staff came to me. She said, sorry, but we're not going to serve you because you didn't ring us before you came here. Lol. I think positive, it was because of racial. I don't think that's the case at all. I really don't. I don't think I've come across a chippy where I think that would be the case. 3 star. Honestly, I can't fault the service. I ordered online shortly before closing and it was ready just as I arrived. The staff were super friendly as well. However, I do feel that the fish portion was quite small given the £7.80 price. And unfortunately, shortly after leaving, when I tucked in, the bottom was all mushy and the batter soggy, so it just stuck to the box. I've heard amazing things about this place, and I'm quite sad it hasn't panned out as expected. Mushy peas and chips were great. Response from the owner. Oh, Tom, sorry to hear you were disappointed. We had an exceptionally busy night. No excuses. The team were absolutely brilliant. As you ordered online, you could easily contact us directly for us to rectify. If you didn't feel comfortable telling us face to face, as you sat outside eating, we hate it when we don't exceed expectations. Hope you'll give us another try. 5 star from Grizzly Bear. I just had to say that name there. Simply delicious. We travelled 40 miles to try their food and we were not disappointed one bit. Worth every inch. We'll definitely be back again. 5 stars, simply not enough for this place. Response from the owner. What a fabulous review. Thank you so much. We are so glad that we made your journey worthwhile and look forward to seeing you again. From Team WG. Mine, 4 star. Upon approaching Fish and Chips at Weston Grove, the first thing that caught my attention was its prominent position among the other shops. There's like a row of shops and it's sort of in the middle of these shops. Not only does it physically stand out, but it is also well designed. There was also plenty of shared parking, and there's parking for all the shops, and they all sort of slot on an angle. if you like the American style of parking. And there's some parking around the side, and some of the streets either side. I don't think there's much in the way of yellows, but there's a little bit at the back of the shops as well. You might be able to squeeze in there too. There's a few little designated parking spaces that the staff probably use. So yeah, I don't think you'll have trouble with the parking. Inside, the space is roomy, featuring tables, chairs, bench seating, and a large range and serving area. The staff member who served us was pleasant, well-dressed, polite and welcoming. The menu offered an extensive choice while still maintaining that great traditional chip shop look and feel. The signature haddock was thick, encased in a light and crispy batter, and it was absolutely delicious. The chips were light yet plump and crispy. Being a fan of in-house fish cakes, I found theirs to be spot on, with plenty of fish and full of flavour, all encased in a light crispy batter. However, I found their southern fried gravy a bit sharp, with a harshness at the back of the throat, though it was still great for dipping those crispy chips into. The in-house tartar sauce was thick and delicious, so much so that I finished it off with a spoon. I just dipped a bit of fish in there for the video, and then once it was over, once the video was done, I just ate the, nobody wanted it. My wife didn't really want any more, so yeah, I just finished that off. I could have had a lot more. I was going to swear then. The salt and pepper squid was as tender as it gets, though I felt the breading was a bit heavy and the presentation lacking. A little salad or some other accompaniment would have complemented the dish nicely. Halloumi fritters are another favourite of mine, though I thought these could have benefited from being a little thinner to benefit from the quick cook that it takes to sort of cook the batter. But yeah, I mean, you know, complaining that they were too thick, but which is weird, isn't it? I wouldn't complain that the fish was too thick. But yeah, they really needed to be that little bit thinner, just to help them be a little bit more tender. Halloumi's a rubbery kind of cheese anyway, but just to get that little bit more tenderness to them. However, the batter, once again, was excellent. They were delicious, and there was a little sweet chili sauce to go with it for dipping, which was nice. It was nice, actually. Cooking in, vegetable oil, hygiene rating 5, cash or card, fish reviewed, signature haddock. So that's it. See you on the next one.